Welcome to The Locker, Season 2, Episode 64. I am A. White, along with Van House. What's going on?
What's up, man? It's in and out. Heavy heart, man. I had a friend. I gotta say a friend of the show. He hasn't come on, but I've gotten to know. I can't remember Cam's first name. Camro54 on Twitter. His younger brother Valen died today. So,
oh man,
condolences to him and his family. He's from Southern Louisiana, so I'm gonna have to link up with him one day. I think he lives in San Antonio right now, but much love to him and his family and his brother Valen.
Oh, yeah, I saw on this post he was asked for prayers, was giving updates. I didn't really feel privy to the information on who. So, you just send out the prayers, don't ask any questions.
Right.
That's what I was doing. But, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Cam Rowe, 54. Our thoughts are with you.
Yeah, man.
And, well, I guess the dudes don't get really too much any better other than basketball seasons around the corner. Yeah. And the Georgia game. And there's mixed emotions about the Georgia game as well.
Yes. I would like this. I want people to know we don't talk about the game because we want to have raw conversations right now. So we don't have conversations about the game, y'all. Just want to let y'all know. So I want to hear what I want to know what your three of them. I want to know what your thoughts were during the game. Then I want to know what your thoughts were right after, and then your thoughts a couple days after you had to process it.
So the first one was during the game, right after, and once I had time to process.
Yeah.
All right. During the game, my thoughts were, all right, if we clean some of this stuff up, and we got a chance, we got to make it. After the drop passes, the lack of effort to recover a fumble, a play that was maybe an incomplete pass or fumble, and I say the second time we got beat on the wheel route, I started feeling like, we too far in. We've too far in. So it's kind of like I thought maybe we had something up our sleeve, but I thought the lead was too far for us to do too much. So I went from probably right before halftime feeling like, yeah, man, we gonna make a turn. Last week I thought we made a turn offensively, and I thought we hadn't showed a whole lot on offense, and our offense hadn't clicked. That maybe, man, Liam's about to come up with some stuff that's gonna get us, some big plays. And then Georgia, the second half, I halfway through the second half, I was like, man, yeah, I just want to make sure we cover the spread. Right after the game, my thoughts were, man, we let one go. Man, this perfect opportunity. You and I both played against, if not number one teams in the nation, because if one number one teams, the Floridas and the Tennessees at their best, it don't have a chance. Like after the first quarter, ain't got a chance.
Stop.
So to know these guys got a chance, and I'm talking about the stage. I mean, you on the stage, you got the Jimmies and the Joes. The coaches believe in you. I believe all 22 players on the field, or I guess 33, including special teams, believe in themselves. And it just kind of it hurt. It kind of hurt me because I knew it hurt for them. Like I ain't been close enough for it to count. I would have rather took an ad. I wouldn't have rather. But if that thing's over in the first quarter, we just worrying about the bus ride, how bad it's gonna get, when they're gonna put the backups in.
Right.
But for you to be right there, be good enough, and not come away with the win, it was rough. A couple of days after, my thought process was, well, we got to go 11-1. Got to go 11-1. make America think. I don't know what's going on with Cincinnati over there. So we 11-1, Georgia 11-1, and Alabama 11-1. Hey, it's some decision time. But that was my thought process. What about you?
During the game, I was like, come on, man. Yeah, come on. We can't let this happen. We're there. We're there.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been 14-7. We should have been 14-7, or we should have been 10-7. Well, seeing how we've got our field goals blocked, we should have been 7-7. Should have been 7-7. And then the more in the game, I'm like, defense, to me, defense was playing not the sound defense they used to play or were playing. They played two really good games. In this game, I think for me, that 2:30 kickoff, the nation watching, I think some players are trying to do stuff that they can't do. They are not Superman. And I watched the Georgia team, I'm like, these MFers are sound. They don't do nothing wrong. That defense did nothing wrong. I shouldn't say that. They did hardly anything wrong. And when they did something wrong, we didn't capitalize on it. We had chances and we didn't capitalize on it. And after the game, I'm like, Georgia's just better than us. I'm like, dude, they're just better than us. Then 2 days after watching the film, like about the third time, I'm like, Georgia's not that much better than us. The difference is, I mean, think about it. Georgia played a clean-ass game. They didn't make many errors. They played to me, and I haven't watched I'm not going to even say that. I'm going to say that the games I watched, they played their best game. They didn't play their best game against Auburn. They definitely played their best Clemson. I didn't watch much of the South Carolina, didn't watch any of the Vandy game. So I'm not going to count those. But the two games I watched, they played one of their best games. It was clean. And they only beat us 30-13. And we played about a B- game. So I'm like, we there, man. We are there. We have to. I'm gonna say this: the offense played a really good game. No, I'm not. Scratch that. Let me scratch that. Will Levis played a really good game. Will played a game where I came off of it saying that he is a quarterback whom, if we get down 2 tutties, we ain't out of it. And from this year previous to that, if we got down 2 tutties, I'm like, we ain't winning this. I think he showed me some of these last 2 games where I feel like if we have to pass the ball 25 times out of 30, that we'll be all right. So I feel like we are probably tied for second best team in the conference, us and Bama, because Bama defense is not good.
Yeah. I echo a lot of those sentiments, man. And people thought, you think you're crazy, but I was during watching the game. Like I said, those hogs up front was making plays. We were doing the best we could, but I felt like we could have manipulated that front four and not made them part of the game because we ran the ball on them a little bit. I think do a little bit more stretch, get them, trying to run and run down plays laterally, which I thought we were going to do early. I thought there was some opportunities there, but and you do more film watching. I thought during the game, dang, these guys are making some plays, but they're hitting on all cylinders. What the hell, Stetson Bennett done woke up today and want to finally put the ball on the damn money? Like, hey, we weren't counting on that. I wasn't counting on their offense, especially not through the air.
No. Here's the bad part about it. Think about it. How many yards do you think he had passing? I'll just throw out a number.
What was that?
How many yards do you think he had passing?
Man, I looked at it, but
okay. You would have thought if you didn't look at the number, you would think he had 400 yards passing, right?
I ain't think he had a whole. It really wasn't the yardage that got me. It was the conversions. Like it was conversions, and half of the time it seemed like he was converting for touchdowns.
Dude, he had some They had a lot of chunk plays. This is why we couldn't run the damn ball. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freaking 3-and-outs and 1 4-play drive. You can't run the ball a lot when you go 3-and-out that many times. And the problem is those. And here's the other thing. So we had the first drive, we had a 7-play drive, then we had a 13-play drive at the end of the half, then we had a 22-play drive and a 9-play drive to where we got a blocked field goal. So we were working them too.
Yeah.
And when we started working them, we was getting the body blows, but we got to finish. That's it to me. And the defense, the defense freaking. I don't know. Coach White will have to answer this one to me. Why did we bring so much pressure against Georgia? Every freaking wheel route they ran was on a pressure. Why did we blitz so much more this week than we have blitzed in the past? Is it because of that front? Because that front we thought was going to be a little bit of an issue, was not an issue at all.
Right.
So why do we bring so much pressure?
I don't know. I thought maybe to try to get the ball out of his hands, man. But you remember that play, huh?
It's out of character.
Yeah, it was absolutely out of character. But I also didn't. And you know what? One thing you're absolutely right. Our personnel may not have been ready for it because it's out of character. Because you remember that one play we watched Bo Allen get hit in the chest and deliver a dime to the tight end over the middle.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of those times, especially the time he got pressure on him, Bennett got pressure on him and threw the ball on the tight end wheeling, and the ball was in the air. He didn't know it was coming. Like, I don't know, from your perspective, I don't know if we blame the DB. I kind of blame the DB. Because if you know you ain't got no help, or if you know you're a man, you got to be protective. But every time he got the ball, our backer, or it was safety one time, was a trail technique. Like, man, you're on the biggest stage. You know, one thing you don't want to do is get embarrassed. And that's what I thought you were getting at when you said our defense kind of played out of character and trying to help out, or trying to be, play hero ball, like trying to help out. I'm thinking his eyes in the backfield, he trying to see what's going on. No, if you manned up with this tight end, you manned up with the tight end. You got to trust that other 10 gonna do their thing.
I have that play on if we get to it. That's how sometimes when y'all play the air raid, where it didn't matter what they call, y'all gonna get it. The defense we had JJ Weaver on a line of scrimmage playing the tight end that was in line, and they ran a zone read to his side, and JJ was on the tight end looking, because if they give it, he's got that right. So now he's playing here, and then the tight end delay, and then release. Now when he feels a release, he's naturally behind him.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect call for the perfect coverage. But if we would have been playing, for me, more zone and just make this game, it was 14-7 at halftime. It wasn't like we were down 28-7 where you got to try to force a turnover. Man, play how we've been playing. Play coverage. And I'm not saying we would have won, but every freaking wheel route to the tight end, we were in man-to-man. Now, is that coincidence? Is that bad luck? Did they check it? I don't think they checked it. It was just bad luck. And I don't want to call it bad luck. I just say we need to be more, and I don't want to say that. We should have just stuck to our gut, stuck to our plans, and played more zone, because that just hurt us.
I'm trying to look at the play by the turning point, not the turning point, when I knew this was going to be a long-ass game.
Mm-hmm.
The first time was when we throw the ball. I believe we had Rodriguez lined up at wide receiver, and throw him. I don't know if it was a laser screen or slant. I think it was laser screen. It was quick. It was quick, and it was out in the flats.
And he dropped it.
Hitch, huh?
And he dropped it.
Yeah,
that was a freaking hitch. He was wide open.
Yeah, but I'm saying my thought was this: you know in practice if he can catch, or you know in practice if you want to put him in that position. And this is not a Chris Rodriguez thing. It's we on the biggest stage in America. You run the stuff you're most comfortable with. And all I'm saying is, if you want to run that play, why not have McClain in there or have Smoke in there? Man, I don't know why you laughing, man. Hold on. So we dropped that. And I'm like, okay, well, I see what they're trying to do. They trying to let them know we can move our people around. But you don't have plays to give. Like, you don't have plays to give. The second one was that Epps who got hit in the doink on the slant?
Yes.
Like, dude, like this is the biggest stage in America. We ain't got time to be just throwing plays around, throwing plays away.
You're right. No, that's you ain't lied now. When you ain't there's no lies detected. Now, here's what I'm gonna say. As a defense, though, if you put Jatan out there as a corner, my antennas go up, right? Like, oh, they don't spin him out here except for one reason. They're gonna try to freaking throw to him. When you put a Rodriguez out there, now you start to get a little lazy and be like, that's the running back. I ain't worried about him. So now if you just get you a quick, dude, that was an easy 8 yards. Let's imagine if you just get them 8 yards. Now you in 2nd and 2. Now you get the defense on their heels. But you're right. He shouldn't have been out, like you said. And I've said this all the time. If he can't do it in practice, he can't do it in the game. He can't. I don't care if you're trying to fool the defense or not. In that situation, like you said, you only got a limited amount of plays and limited amount of opportunities against a great team. Put your best pass catch out there and make the defense, force the defense to do something. If they're going to cover him, then somebody else should be open. And I'm going to say this. I really looked at this. Last year, I stated on this show several occasions that our wide receivers were not getting open. I can honestly say that ain't the case no more. So now they getting open, but they freaking dropping the ball. Dude, they getting open. Dude, and against press man. Yeah, I'm like, so if you're going to work all that hard to get off the line of scrimmage, to get yourself an opportunity for a catch, make the freaking catch. That's the easiest part. The catch is the easiest part. Getting off a press man with someone 6'1", 6'2" in your grill, that's the hard part.
Carter Hall say the Brandon Bates drop was big. I think it was huge because that's still some of the points I'm thinking we might have masked a comeback or we still got a chance. Tell me what your thoughts are. And like I said, man, we went down to the swamp my junior year. Man, we was in a slugfest with them in the first half. Like, man, we weren't worried about it. We still lost by, I think, 21, maybe a little bit more. But that was the first time I'm like, okay, they hitting, we hitting. It ain't like, do you think the stage, because I don't know if I can say Brandon Bates' drop was uncharacteristic, because that one pass he caught back in the end zone, and I told you, I said he looked real tight endish, like you catching it like you ain't been throwing the ball too often. But the Epps drop,
somebody else dropped one on a dig route. Was the Epps drop 2? I think he dropped 2. That was Cummins a dig drop.
One. I think Cummins dropped one, and Harris. No, I don't think Harris dropped any. I remember you talking about the dig, but
yeah. And that was that. See, this is the bad part, and I'm a big stickler on. It's weird. I can't remember who taught me this. I know it was high school. I think my high school coach taught me. It's the play before the play. Like all these plays, people look like, oh my God, that play was the bad one. No, like the one that across the dig route that would have sustained the drive. That was after Rodriguez dropped the ball in the flat. The screenplay to C-Rod was after the drop pass by Wandale in end zone. Like some of these plays wouldn't have happened if the first play's made. Oh, there's a lot of that stuff happening in this game, man. And why I say that is because what I was told is when you have an opportunity, it might not come up again.
Yeah.
And it messes up the flow of the game. Because now, instead of it being Rodriguez makes that catch, instead of it being 2nd and 2, now it's 2nd and 8. Now defense can call. They know you're gonna have to either do a little quick draw or something like that, or you're gonna pass it. And the defensive coordinator can make a call easier on that, knowing he got you behind the chain. And you have to make the plays that present themselves. And like I said, it's a play. Look, the freaking fumble. That says it's incomplete. It's 3rd and like 10, but now it's 3rd and 5. Guess what happens the next play? They score.
Right.
The
right.
play before the play. That's why I think this team got a real chance of going 11-1 and has an outside chance of getting into the playoffs. If
they can throw this way, that's why I'm asking. You think it's an anomaly that they, like I said, all those drops. It was so many drops, like so many critical
drops.
Go back over here. I don't know. We ain't even. We throw the ball 20 times.
Who we did?
We only threw the. We threw it 42 times.
Yeah, we
threw it 20.
Yeah.
So we had 32 catches. Wow.
And we had at least, I think, 8 drops.
Yeah.
At least 6. I think we had 8 drops. So what, he would have been 40 or 42, right?
Right.
Dude, I'm trying to think of a pass right now. I can't think of a bad pass he had. Can you think of a pass that was like?
I thought he threw one a slant or a shallow. I thought he threw lightweight behind him early in the first quarter. I thought he threw one behind him, but no, like I said, for him, it was pretty.
Dude, I remember one, but he was rushed. He threw it into the dirt and right in front of Wandale. I remember that one now.
Yeah, I think he had to do that kind of.
Yeah, but that's. I'm trying to think of incompletions. That's one. That wasn't a drop.
See what Louis talking about. But yeah, what could have been.
Dude, listen, we had 3 touchdowns, and this is. I'm optimistic, and I'm not saying like, oh, this could have happened. No, he threw a pass, and I put back to back. He threw a pass last week to Wandale, the same damn route. Wandale had to lay out and catch against LSU. You know what he did? He caught it. The same damn type of pass this week, he dropped it. That's a touchdown. That's 21 points. I don't think nobody else is going to score 21 points on Georgia.
You think Wandale injured?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm watching so we watching the game. They run the jet sweep or whatever some motion. They run the jet sweep and they toss it to him. He catches the ball on his shoulder and he's bobbling it. And I know, and you know, that while you can't turn the field at this point, your focus ain't on your next move because you're trying to secure it. I'm watching the ball with a guy who last time he played football, well, he say he played in high school, but he always talk about peewees. And he like, man, no, the quarterback got. I said, no, dude. Look where his eyes is at. So we ran the jet sweep, I think 2 or 3 plays later. Wandale catches out of the air, snags it out of the air, and he ain't really do. He got, I think, a couple yards, like 2-3 yards. But, now he catches it. Now he's ready to do his thing. And he called me over. I'm over refreshing my drink. And he said, yeah, you're right, man. Look at this one. He rewinded. I said, no, he's supposed to. You act like. I said, so what if the quarterback would have put it in his gut and he wasn't looking at it? I said, that's on the ground. It just so happened it was up high enough where he could double clutch it. But this is the one thing I did notice about the game. And it was extremely uncharacteristic by him. And you've been in St. Louis when the greatest show on turf was there. All them dudes snagged the ball out of the air. That was their thing. The ball is going to be in the air where it's supposed to be. You got to go grab it.
Right.
Wandale caught, and I'm telling you, it stuck out to me, maybe because I'm an offensive player and a pass receiver. everything he caught, even the punts, was caught against his body, was caught like this, cradled the ball. So now once you cradle it, you got to readjust it and get it ready to maneuver. But the first time he caught a punt like that, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Not like, boom, like soft, but he caught him against his body and clutched it. And that's what he tried to do with the one in the end zone. Like, for some reason, his focus didn't seem to be there. And I wouldn't lay it on him that he's an unfocused player. But, and maybe, I thought maybe the stage might have been bigger and he wanted to secure all his catches, wanted to have some extra security while he was doing that. But also, only other reason I know you do that is because you physically, you're physically not able to do what you want to do. So you kind of compromise or in some other positions you make up for doing some other stuff.
No, I agree to a point. This is why I think he's injured. I thought a little. No, Ty, look. Let me say, do not blame it on the sun. And I'll go back to what I said. This is why you can't blame it on the sun. Okay. If the ball is up in the air and you're looking at it from here, now you can say maybe you got that little point in the sun where that glare hits you, you're in the sun. All these passes were ropes. The sun is up in this is not a high school stadium where the sun can't know the bleachers only this tall, then maybe you can hit it. It's blocked for I don't know how many feet up. When the ball's coming here, there's no sun in your eyes. I'm talking about those. The one that got me with Wan'Dale is it was little pieces, and I'm like, okay, you know how he gets that hard, and then go back inside? Like, right. That's a little missing. A little bit. When he caught that double post in that tight window, and he caught it sliding instead of running through the ball, I'm like, I think something is wrong up in here.
Right.
Because he don't want to get hit. It's when his legs are not the issue. I think it's something upper body. And because I've seen him, dude, we saw him in was a ULM game get tattooed on the goal line. Yeah. So toughness isn't an issue. But when you're trying to protect something, that becomes an issue because that ball was not low for him to like get down and slide. The ball was here, and he's already not that tall. The ball was here. All he had to do was run through it, and he might score on that one. Not to say it makes a difference in the game, but that's the one that really got me like, wait a minute. That ball was not low enough and out in front of him enough to slide, but he was potentially in a little traffic.
And I'm not sure. I want to say I thought that Stoops said in the pregame leading up, maybe when we were still in Lexington, that Wan'Dale was banged up. It might have been on a report that Wan'Dale was banged up or he was going to play. It was somebody that was a star player that I thought he said was banged up, but they were going to play. It might have been Wan'Dale.
Okay.
But there was a couple different things. Huh?
I knew he had like a leg issue. I think before the South Carolina game, they said a hamstring, like they held him out of practice. But
okay, that might have been it. Yeah, that might have been it.
I haven't heard anything else about that since then, though.
Oh yeah, and the bye week comes on time, and I'm gonna keep on moving along, matriculating through. Man, you know what? It might have just been the guys. The only thing about it, Georgia's going to Georgia somewhere down the road. Georgia is somewhere down the road. We showed some things, like you said, we showed that we got the Jimmys and Joes, but there was the screenplay in the flats to Rodriguez. 3 offensive linemen out there to escort him in. Now, I give Georgia's DB some credit.
Linebacker.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, backer. I give him some credit. He made a hell of a play. Like, and not only was it wasn't one where he dragged and wait for people to come. Like, he cut that bad boy short.
He was a man. That's why.
But when you got them 3 hogs coming out there, because they just like, who was that who hit the square? Who hit the trainer on the sideline? That's what offensive linemen are. After they do all that running,
Right.
and they 15 yards down the field,
Right.
man, they want to get their hands on you, and you know, once they hook you up, well, here we go, put them hydraulics on you. So yeah, now, dude, that was, oh my word, are you serious, man? That like,
hurt. Man, do you know how many screen passes we ran against that? Dude, we ran at least 6 of them.
yeah.
And we ran one to Rodriguez that worked earlier. So it's like, how? So then I'm thinking, just just overthinking it. Did we run too many? Because I think they got used to it.
Too many.
I'm just saying, because we caught them every time except that one. We caught them on that same drive. I think we ran. Was it the same drive? What is not? We ran one to Cummings, then we came back one to Rig right before that one.
Yeah.
So really, because I'm like, as a good player, you know, if someone blitz you as a linebacker, you see him, and you got me the first time trying to look like you ain't blitz, but I see you, little punk. You know what? You ain't fooling me twice. I'm thinking, did that linebacker see that many in a row? And it's like, okay, y'all got me twice, but y'all ain't giving me this time. Because, dude, it was, look, it's no doubt about it. In my head, Cohen can call a damn good game.
Yeah.
Dude, he ran, I can't remember who's the wide receiver. He ran him across the field and in the end zone. You know there's not that many yards. Dude, he cleared it out. It was like no one over there. Rodriguez, if they would have blocked him, he could have literally walked in.
Right.
Because there was no one over there. Everybody was across the field playing man-to-man. That was a perfect... Dude, all those in that second touchdown at the end of the game, that little motion to that screen with the 2 tight ends blocking, dude, I've seen that so many times in the NFL. Like, that's perfection. Dude, have you ever had a 22-play drive ever?
Nah, you know, my coach wasn't patient enough for that.
I don't think I've ever been involved with a 22-play drive ever. Someone's gonna screw up.
Right.
Somebody's gonna screw up, and we did not do. That was crazy.
Well, speaking of 22-play drive, man, were you, you know, and the coaches are out there trying to win, trying to do their best to do whatever. Were you feeling like, dang, man, they take an awful long time to need, what do we need, 3 scores?
No, do
we?
No, we need 4 scores. It was 30-7.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm saying 3 8-pointers.
Oh, okay. All right. So you think we can score and do 3 whatever?
And we running. Yeah. But why would you run the ball down? I mean, run it down to the clock, because you can get a fumble on a kickoff. There's a lot of different things you can do. We was just
30-7.
Yeah,
you ain't got no shot, dude. I'm just being honest. Now I'm gonna say this: I don't think in their head that was the thought process at first, but when it took them that damn long to get to the 50, they were like, all right, it took us 5 minutes to get to the 50. It ain't no way we're gonna get another 2 possession out of this. So now let's just try to work on our offense and get something going. Because at first, because they were passing the ball now. It wasn't like we were milking the clock and taking the air out of it. Now we were not getting to the line of scrimmage fast, but I don't think that's us. I would like to see us. We haven't ran a 2-minute drill this whole season. You know that?
That's true. And that would be interesting.
That would be interesting. That would be. I would like to see us run a 2-minute drill. We haven't ran one all year.
Yes. Well, there was another. Oh, this is the other thing. On our first touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first touchdown when we hit Riggs,
mm-hmm.
we
only scored 2.
For some reason, my weeks are going together. For some reason, I keep feeling like C-Rod scored in the game, which I know he didn't. I know he didn't.
Right.
But I keep looking at I was like, it just seemed like it took so long for that to happen. But the point was, when we ran that play, with all the action we had going on that play, and I don't know if we could have ran it again later or should have ran it again later. But even when we scored on that play, I think the jet sweep is there.
Yes, it was.
It looked like if he handed it to Wan'Dale, he could have got the edge.
I think so.
I don't know. And I don't know if that's a play you really want to run in the middle of the field, but I think we can run it on third down and medium or short, or third down and 3-ish or 4-ish, maybe. And I'm not a question like you said. I thought he called an excellent game. I thought Will Levis played well. I just think I hate to say it, I don't know if our focus was there. I think they wanted to win, but I also think they were thinking, well, this team is good, so I got to make sure I do a little extra.
Yeah.
I think you trust your training and your preparation, and you say, I'm just going to do what I always do, and we be good. I think, like you said earlier, I think everybody's trying to do a little extra, and that just took you out of your normal game.
You said focus, and I understand what you mean by focus from a football player. I want fans to understand he's not saying they didn't care about the game or they were not into the game. They had lack of focus, to me, means not doing your job. Like, even though you are focused on the game and trying to win and all this stuff, but your focus should be that was so many. I'm going to say this. Them stopping our run wasn't because they were annihilating us. It was one person. It was one block. And we were missing it, and they was hitting us in the backfield. There were holes there, but one guy didn't quite do his job, and that guy's the one who made the play. I'll just say this. Offensively, I really think we played a pretty good game. I really do. When you have the chance to score 21 points against them, that's a damn good game.
Right.
We on defense can't give up 30 points. And definitely not the way we gave them up in the second half. That's inexcusable. The way we played the second half, the way we kind of played almost the whole game, this is the part that kills me, is people need to understand, is when you play in a team like this, field position is so important. When we had the first drive, we should have got to their territory except for the stupid. I'll come back to you. Except for that stupid penalty on us. Then we punt them. We punt them inside the 20, inside the 15, I think. The defense let them come all the way back out. Now we lose a field position. Now they punt inside our 5, I think. Then we fell on 3rd and 2. Now what they get? The ball on the 50 freaking yard line. When we just had the field position battle won. So defensively, we can't let that happen. When people say complimentary football, the offense does their job in getting a few first downs going. And when they punt and they pin the team inside the 15, defense has to go 3 and out. Now the offense can get the ball in between the 40s. That's complimentary football. And we didn't do that defensively. And that's the part that hurts me, is I don't think Georgia offense is that good. Stetson Bennett is not that good. But when your guys are open, he's a college quarterback. Now, when the guys were not quite open, he threw some bad passes. When the guy's not quite open, he couldn't put it there. So, remember, he only threw the ball, 20 times?
Yeah.
14 completions? And about 8 of them went to the damn tight ends? It's not like he Tim Couch back there. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was doing anything crazy. Now he was taking advantage of the opportunities that presented themselves. But don't act like he is the best quarterback in the SEC. He's far from it.
No. I'm gonna ask you this. And it really didn't matter until today, or it really didn't matter until Sunday or Saturday night, however you want to look at it. You haven't been extremely complimentary of the perimeter DBs, but early off, you was giving a lot of credit. And I really wasn't where you at, and I wasn't looking at through the same lens you look at the performance from. After what we witnessed, and now I'm thinking back on these last 7 games, dude, from what our defense looks like and our team looks like, are you still giving the corners enough credit to say, hey, man, our corners are – because there's been a couple games. Okay, of course, against LSU, we had the lead. There was somebody else we played, and we were playing soft coverage, and I thought it was because of the clock and the time of the game. And I'm like, that's just what – but you always said you can play soft and still be aggressive. You don't have to let them catch it freely. Once the quarterback's arm come back, you need to be breaking. You don't still need to be on your heels, on your back pedal. But this game kind of made me think, like, damn, our corners ain't really helping us. All the big plays, that's my thought. I want to get your take. But it seemed like the backers are making plays, interceptions and deflections, and the safeties are. But the corners is just out there just living on house money.
Look, I've been we all, including you, said all this stuff about Boss Man. But one thing Boss Man did was made plays. That's all he did. Everybody else, Boss Man play here 1 year, had 4 picks. Name another cornerback that had 4 picks in a year. I don't think that's ever happened under Stoops. A corner, not a safety, a corner with 4 picks. Think about this. He only played in 10 games. No. He played in 9. He didn't play the last game. He played in 9 games.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
He had the most picks as a corner in 1 year in Stoops' whole era. I'm pretty confident saying that. I think Beatty is the closest one because Lonnie Johnson didn't have it and Chris Westry didn't have it. Not 4. Look, Coach Smith, man, the further away I get from Coach Smith, the more I appreciate him as a coach. He told me so many things. I don't know if he knew he was dropping these dimes. I think he just was talking. But his thing was, gentlemen, I'm going to teach you the concept of the defense. I'm going to teach you the weakness of the defense. I'm going to teach you the strength of the defense. Now I'm going to paraphrase this. Now, this is me coming. Now, you can go out there and grade out 100 with doing your technique, being where you're supposed to be, and covering your gap. If you got run support doing that, right? I can get you 100. But you know what? Somebody's got to make a play. Somebody's got to be a playmaker. So all this bull about getting, there were players on who I played with that grade out 94 above every game.
Right.
Ain't make not one play. That's be real. Now, I've graded out 89 before. I've graded out 96. I've all over the spectrum. But one thing is when a play needs to be made, I'm going to find a way to make a play. And we ain't got a damn playmaker at the corner position. Not one.
Yeah. Not
one. There comes a point where no one has learned, and this is why I say I know coaching is important. F the coaching. You have gotten to this level now. Coaching is like I said, to teach you the concepts, to teach you what you should be doing. But there are sometimes within the framework of that concept, you need to find a way to make a damn play. And we ain't got that at all. Valentine is probably closest. I've seen him do a couple of things this game. If the quarterback throws it right, it's a pick. Them other two, not even close. Not even close. And one's a freaking senior. And like I said, I'm going to say this, and then I'll give it back to you. When I was a senior, I played in the SEC for 3 years, 2 years as a major contributor, starter, all that stuff. by my third season, with the ability to film study, I could pretty much within 2 routes know which 2 routes you were going to run.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got that in their head. Like, okay, they come out this formation on this hash on 2nd and more than 7. They like to run this. So now I'm going to play that. Ain't no one playing a route. There's only 2 routes you can run. You got to play it. And here's the thing. The reason why you can do that in college, because 15, 30 yards down the field, you know what you can do? Hit them and get away with it.
Right.
So if you think they're going to run, if you think they're running a comeback, and I'm going to play the comeback, I'm going to sit on it, and they run a go route for some reason, when he don't run a comeback, you can hit him at 16 yards and then catch back up. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I see is lacking. That's okay. I'm done.
I mean, so I'm going to ask this: is all translating or going to transition into some other stuff? Collins is a new DB coach. Maybe he ain't doing this. I'm going to go out on a limb, a fragile limb, one that ain't had no water in a while. Is already. Bo Knight probably ain't coming back. He probably ain't coming back.
Okay.
Because Wan'Dale Robinson don't need he's what they call that? He's self-start. Like,
he is self-sufficient.
Like he said, like he don't need nothing. Like if you just shake him up and throw him out there, it ain't nothing you can do to make him better. I mean, I guess you can give him some keys on what to look for.
Right.
But the rest of the receivers ain't grew that much. Ali is catching the ball finally. I mean, because we got somebody to get it to him. But after that, so I'm trying to find out when you talking about the DB thing, maybe we miss Klink a little bit.
No.
Maybe Klink let him play. Now, here's one thing you got to admit. You have to admit. I've had a couple running back coaches. Coach Franklin is my favorite because he coached me with me being me. This is what you are. I'm going to allow you to be you, but I need you to do this and this and this. A DB coach who says we never do this, we never do that, you can't do this. Now you got to play the game knowing, and I'm not saying Collins is doing that, but from you, the stuff you saying about the DBs it may not be film study. It may be all we do at the end of the day, we don't want to get beat. But if you got a DB coach who says, hey, you quick enough, I want you to do this, just make sure you don't get, or make sure you don't give up this because he likes to do that. But there's some who might say, no, I don't want you. No, you give him the cushion, just make sure you come up and make the tackle.
I feel you.
So
I would.
You think Bo Knight, because they over there owing us or whatever, you ain't got to comment on the Bo Knight thing. The limb might not be strong enough to hold both of us, but
I don't. I'm gonna say this: the receivers got better this year. I'm just being honest. You
think Ali is better this year than he was before?
Well,
or he just running different routes?
He only played one game.
No, Ali played 2 or
he
more.
Played the first 2? Okay, so he played 2 games. Yes, he was better. Epps is better. Now here's the thing, right? Like I don't want to contradict myself. To me, it's the players too. If I'm not freaking good at getting off a jam, you know what I do? Hey, Van. Hey, bro. Can we get about 5 reps after practice? I need some work against press man. They ain't got nothing to do with a damn coach. Hey, I'm having problems catching the damn slant. Hey, equipment manager such and such. Can we get that jugging machine ready? Because I'm gonna need to run some slants. Put that thing on the highest RPM we got. They ain't got nothing to do with coaching. I saw some things this year that we were able to get off a press man. I think that. I'm gonna say this: the corners are not saying this. Hey, Wan'Dale. Hey, bro. Can you give me 2 top of the routes? Can you give me a stem, then a top of the route break? I don't need but 2 or 3. I know you ran about 10 miles a day, but can I get 2 of them? I don't need that. I don't need that shit against the worst wide receiver on the team. I need that against a dog. Hey, Epps, bro, can you give me 2? Can you give me 10? Whatever, and try to push me off. See if I can fight that on your break. Those are the kind of things that's besides coaching. The coach can only do so much, man, especially with the 20-hour rule. After coaching, if you're trying to get to the league, you need to do league type of things. And that means honing your craft. And I'm going to say this. We ain't got a corner. Let me take Valentine off of it because Valentine is a sophomore and he is pretty good. He's a sophomore. We got 2 other guys. One's a super senior. I think Doherty's is he not a super senior too? I know Quadra is. Well, Doherty's a senior, at least 5 year senior, I think. So we got 2 seniors on the other side. You've been here since 2018. You have played against some damn good talent. You need to step up.
Dude, I knew Ali played in every game except LSU, bro. And he probably got hurt against Florida. He got hurt against Florida.
Whoa. Say it again.
Josh Ali played in every game except LSU in Georgia.
He got hurt in the Florida game then.
Right. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The whole why you said
so he played 3 games.
No.
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
Whoa, I forgot. That South Carolina game, them 2 fumbles.
Yeah. But my point was he ain't showing up. But on the negative end, as far as I'm concerned, that's why when you were like, no, he got better. I'm like, no, every game I remember me coming out thinking he got to do better. So,
hey, what's up, Cam? Hey, we said something when the broadcast started, man. Condolences, bro, to you and your family, man.
Yeah. So, what was dang. So that was kind of my
Josh
point.
Ali. Talking about Josh Ali getting better.
Yeah, but you said so the coaches. I don't really think the coaches are the issue, but like I said, I just figured, and this tenure, and you've always been complimentary of the corners that it seems
no, I have not.
No, you have. You said the corners. Well, I mean, you've been hard on them.
Okay.
So you mean to tell me we have bad corner play in the past 5 years? We haven't had bad corner play in the past 5 years.
Oh, you talking about collectively?
Yeah.
No, dude. How many times have I said we need an interception from a corner?
Yeah.
I countless. Damn. We have some issues.
But they haven't run around just giving up the booty, though. Up until, and I'm not even really saying they're giving up the booty now, but I just don't feel like they're contributing at all.
Honestly, I'm going to just be honest with you. Derek Beatty was the best corner that we have had in Stoops' time, if I think about it.
Hey, Kelvin Joseph, if you're watching, those advanced thoughts and advanced thoughts alone.
Okay. No. Let me scratch that we have brought in, because you know how I just spoke about KJ. I just spoke about Bossman. He's the only damn playmaker we have had at corner. The next one closest to him is probably Derek Beatty. Them other ones, they were solid. But I'm telling you, Anthony, listen to me. These MFers are passing the ball all over the field, most teams. And you telling me you're going to come up with 1 interception, maybe 2 a year, and you've been targeted at least 4 to 5 times a game? Are you serious? Or are you telling me that wide receivers are so much better now than they were 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago? I think not.
What you are saying, I think the difference between you and I, you're equivalent to well, we need interceptions. You need to be more aggressive. And this is why I'm saying what I said. Is your equivalent to me telling a running back, you better not fumble. And they still run the ball hard, but they don't give that extra because they don't want to fumble. They're not fighting for extra yards because they don't want to fumble. So I can cover good, or you're not going to beat me deep, but I'm not going to get you no interception.
No.
That's what it sounds like to me. That's the equivalent of what you asking for. Is equivalent of you telling the running back, cover the ball and don't fumble. Like, run hard. I want you to be a running back, but just make sure you don't fumble.
This is what I'm a try to make it simple. Is that as a corner, you need to be where you're supposed to be the majority of the time, because you're going to get caught on. A great pass beats great defense 100% of the time. You cannot, if they throw, I was talking about this earlier, if they throw a timing route, an out route, but you on that wide receiver's ass, but the pass is right here, you can't do nothing about it. A great pass beats great defense 100% of the time, all right? But you're there, though, right? You are on his ass, like your fingertip is here, and the ball is at his fingertips, and you just barely miss it. That's a win to me as a corner. My problem is when you covering and that mamma jamma gets 5 to 6 yards separation on you. That's wide butt naked open in college. That's beyond open. Those are the ones that I'm talking about. The one that the Bowers caught on Ty, that's pretty decent defense. He's in his hip pocket. They make a great pass. Tight end goes up, high points it. That's a great catch. But I'm telling you, man, no, if you're not there, how can you? So, like I said earlier, so you can target it 8 times, right? If you're in his hip pocket all 8 times, you might get your hands on one, right? Just a law of averages. If you're in his hip pocket 8 times, one of those 8, you're gonna have a chance for an interception. Now you might drop it, or you might get a PBU, couple of PBUs. But if you're there, you should have a chance. We ain't freaking there consistently. So how can you get an interception? You ain't gonna get one. Look, you ain't gonna play like we were talking about Stingley one time. Like Stingley, people saying, "Oh, he's not playing well." Well, when you cover guys 50 times and 48 of them, you in his grill, but then he catch one touchdown on you. People are like, "Oh my God, he's having a bad year." The same thing. If you are in his freaking grill, you're gonna get one. And you might not get one this game. You're gonna get one the next game, though. We ain't that close to receivers consistent enough to get a pick. That's how you get picks. It just happens. Like, when you're in the right place at the right time where you're supposed to be, eventually the football gods are gonna give you one.
You gonna get no arguments from me? No arguments here. Louis asked a while ago. Louis wants to know. Here's how I'm gonna present this. We're not breaking it. We're not gonna get into the old Mississippi State breakdown at this point. But here's the question on the table. Going to Mississippi State, we got a bye week. Hopefully, some Bully may return. Hopefully, Dakale Crowders may get his debut in the blue and white. There's been some things going on in the game that you may have witnessed, that I may have witnessed. So what everybody's asking about, what's going on? Are we going to be ready for Mississippi State? We got a good game against Mississippi State? Do you plan on seeing us coming back from out of Mississippi State and going right back to what we're doing, same lineups, and go right back to our winning? Or just from where we've been? And I'm with you. I think Will Levis has become a whole lot better. We got to put people around him that's going to help him. That's going to help him on Saturday. And I'm not saying nobody's doing anything wrong, but knowing what he can do now, it may be some adjustments at a couple different positions. Do you see the wide receiver position coming back the same at Mississippi State? The running back position being the same at Mississippi State? Bully, I know we got some problems at the, I guess it's a tackle, but it's the end where Oxendine left. Defensive back wise line. Do we see the same lineup we seen against Florida, South Carolina, coming out of the break and going to Mississippi State?
I'm gonna say this: Harris came and played a really good game. This game at wide receiver. I'm gonna go with the little ones. Harris played pretty well. Could we get Andrew Phillips back at corner to challenge those two damn seniors on the other side? Here's the one. I know you noticed it, and I noticed it too. Jaton McClain got in the game real damn early. He got in that mamma jamma. And I look, he got in so early. It made me look at the starters and like, did he start? Because he was in the first series.
Yeah.
So, and did he get the first? No, C-Rock got the first run. He got the second run.
I know it was early. Yeah.
I think he got it. Well, he was early. So if you didn't get the second, you got a third. But it wasn't like normal where you get a couple series in and then all of a sudden he come, no. He was in that thing early. Here's the deal though. You know this too. It's on them players. Because this is the free week where you can show your shit and say, oh, well, he should start. Man. I mean, we might should think about playing him a little more because he came in. This is a free week. We ain't game planning. This is almost like spring football. This is a spring football week almost.
Right.
So you show your ass this week, you might get some PT and you might start because we already seen X player play 7 games. We know his capability. We know what his ceiling is. We already seen it. But maybe we need a spark at that corner opposite Valentine. Well, let's bring in such and such. Let's see what he can do. Now that last drive got me. No. That last drive, we threw them 2 passes to Jaton, one into the flat and one that arrow route.
Mm-hmm.
we ain't got that. We ain't got that. Out of the other 2. Smoke can't run an arrow route like that. And C-Rod damn sure can't. Dude, I know. So you tell me, I know it's a simple route. But even though it's simple, doesn't mean it's easy. Dude, that linebacker was outside tech just naturally because he had to move over there because of the scheme they ran. He pressed that shoulder and boom, one step. No, I gotta gather my speed and do that.
Yeah,
that joke went boom, boom, and I'm like, if AJ Rose could have been there.
Yeah. That's that old AY special on him, man.
Dude, that shit was pretty. Dude, that thing opened up like the damn Red Sea.
Oh, I didn't hear this. Carter Hall with the drop for us.
Oh. Said something.
Might need to look somewhere better.
That's a great thing about That's a great thing about having dudes on a team. One of them little dudes gotta leave. Especially when you're bringing more dudes in. Like, what was that Alabama linebacker was talking about?
Oh, yeah. This ain't the YMCA, man.
No.
Everybody don't get to play. This ain't Pee Wee's football. Everybody get their 4 plays in.
Hell no. You're right. Or everybody got to play the same amount of everybody got to play 2 halves. I mean, 1 half.
Yeah.
That is a great thing. I love it. Look, when we play Anthony, how many people transfer? It wasn't that many.
Nah. Not enough.
Like, I can think of one guy right now, and that's it.
Yeah. Nah, it might have been 1 or 2 players a year or something, man. Or just give up football altogether. But
and here's the thing. You trim the fat. Think of all the people that left us this year. You don't see them going somewhere else and doing crazy stuff. We getting rid of those Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we gotta get rid of some more to bring in better players, more power to it. And hope they can find a spot where they're going. Not downplaying them, but maybe they're not. Here's the thing. Maybe they're not SEC players. That don't mean that they're not another conference player. They're just not SEC caliber. You playing against the damn semi-pro league.
Come on.
Oh, well, let me say that. But we got a bye week, but Mississippi State got a bye week too because they playing Vandy, just FYI.
I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna say this 2 things. We're gonna move on. Try and get some quick film work in.
Oh, that's
2
right.
2 hot takes.
Yeah.
Just because my hot takes always get thrown under the rug when they right, but they get brought up. I don't know if DeKale Crowders don't come in and get a fair shot at at the wide receiver position early.
You don't think he will, or you think he will?
No, I think he will. I don't know that you keep him off the field if he's healthy. I don't know you keep him off the field. So because I think he's dynamic. I don't know. I think he's dynamic. But now knowing that, we got Wandale out here doing some things, and Jatan looking like he ready. It ain't like when me and you play. I don't care what your year is. You got to wait until these upperclassmen use their eligibility. No, we're not doing that no more. But I think DeKale can be dynamic and open some eyes. And number 2, well, we'll know next week. Anyways.
Okay.
But Dane Key is watching. And if his former teammate at Frederick Douglass High School breaks into the starting lineup as a freshman, I want to go play over there. I want to get some of that Will Levis love.
Well, that's on. I mean, we saw Crowder on in spring with a chance, right? Did we not see that? Then he got hurt. So
that's what I'm saying.
It's not like he didn't have the chance. He just lost his opportunity with when he getting banged up. It's gonna be interesting.
My other hot take was y'all got positions open down there in the Bayou.
Oh, okay.
They got a search party out for a coach.
And
I don't know if I said it on here.
Okay.
I thought I said it on here.
Okay.
But I know I said it on Sunday morning. Still can't pick up my check from them. Jimbo Fisher. Gone. I don't care what he tell y'all. Jimbo Fisher, gone. Gone. To the Bayou. To the Bayou, man. You need to go tell everybody in the neighborhood you know that Jimbo coming.
This is why I have a hard time believing that one. Because here's the thing. I personally know the track coach at Texas A&M. I played with his son in high school. He tried to get me to LSU to play football and run track. So I personally know that guy. Texas A&M gives their athletic program whatever the hell they want.
Right.
This mother just got a new track with 3 pole vault pits. That alone, if you know track, that says it all. I don't see Jimbo leaving because he can get whatever he wants. He ain't got to ask twice. LSU, you might have to ask twice. If Jimbo wants, like Coach Stoops trying to get that indoor facility, if Jimbo says, I want an indoor facility, you know what? Them boosters going to give him an indoor facility. He's going to get it in 2 years. I promise you. I just can't see him leaving, especially after they, as a coach mind and as an old school coach mind. Oh, y'all fired him for that? Like, for that? That's what y'all fired him for? For that? Nah, I'm not. Texas A&M very rarely fire coaches.
No, they're not gonna fire him. Yeah,
no. But what I'm saying is, if he has like a questionable year, they're not gonna let him go. There's no state tax. I'm just trying to get him. There's no state tax. He can get whatever the hell he wants. He got their recruiting base is better than Louisiana. I'm a Louisiana guy. Texas just got more.
Yeah, but if you got the pull to bring Texas players to Louisiana,
that dude. You know how many teams are in now that SMU has came up? It's it's not as easy. I hear you, but I wouldn't be shocked if it happened because he should have went to LSU instead of Texas A&M, to be honest with you. I just can't see it happening now. I just can't.
There's a huge connection, is why I said all those things you say is right, but there's a huge connection. I think it's bigger. I think it's bigger than all the reasons you're saying. That's all I'm telling you. Like there's a couple people that they asked me to come coach, I would coach just because of the person.
Okay,
and that's where I'm at with that. So you saying Texas A&M will, but the person who needs him there, will probably roll out the carpet and make sure he's happy there.
All right. But when the carpet that you sleeping on is really damn plush,
we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. We will see. But all right, man. Cam Rowe, man, have a good day, man. And hang in there, man. Hang in there, man. Tell the fam we thinking about them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so that point, man, let's go and check a little film out and see why we don't think that our team is that far off from where we were supposed to be. Let me see.
Now, I'm dealing with the all 22 cut. That's FY. So you can see everybody. It's real easy to see. So this first play, let's just play it out. Now, Amber, what you guys say?
All right. Damn, that was a hell of a job beating him across his face, though.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Dude, this is press man. Look at the release. He get him.
Yeah.
He gets him turned. The DB is beat. He is on top of him. He's beat. There's nothing else you can do better except that. That's it.
You need that.
Dude, he is. I want people to understand. In the pros, that player would be about a half a step closer, and that's deemed open. In the pros, with him being a step closer is open. In the college, with him being about 2 yards off, that's wide open with a throw that's right on time. It's not like the ball you got to jump. There's nothing you got to do more than just catch the ball. Dude, that thing is in his hands right there. That's eye level.
He might be able to turn that up.
Dude.
He might be able to turn that up.
So he beat, and this is their best corner. This number 5 dude is a dude. He does everything right. I rewatched to watch just him. This Mama Jamma grades out 100. Nothing wrong on run support, on someone catch the ball going. Dude, he outside leverage, turn it in every time. Anthony,
come on, man.
See, this is the part I want people to understand, right? I want you to watch this guy right here. All right. In between the hashes, the hash is like 13 1/3 yards. Okay. 13 1/3. He's outside the hash. This Mama Jamma ran 10 yards. We are about 3 yards away from the ball. A lot of people want to say, well, how will we know that's not an incomplete pass? Well, you know who knew something was up? Him. Look at it. He's at the 15-yard line. Know what he does? He is right here. He sprints, dude. He's like, oh shit, that's a fumble.
Hold on. Go back one more time, man.
Yeah,
just to tell you, just pour a little salt in the wound.
yeah.
I'll go back to look at number 63, fat ass.
Yes,
He even
he's
even
on his
says,
horse. Look, hold on. You know what's worse about it? He's worried about blocking. His eyes are this way.
yeah.
You don't even see the pass. He don't even know it's a fumble or not. But right, he sees ball on the ground. He's sprinting.
Look at him. He getting there.
So look, now, not to say everybody, we got a guy here on the ground saying, oh, that was an interception. We got a guy here like, oh, yeah, that's a great play. We got a guy walking. You know who's the only player that's like, oh, shit? Is the guy who played in the 2018 game against Florida in the Swamp where we had the same shit happen. And luckily, the Devontae scooped it up and did something. But even he had a moment. Dude. Do we not understand that this is the first quarter? I think this is the drive after. This is the drive from the 50. This would be this second down and long. I think it's second down and 15. We get that. Now we get the ball this way. Or, like many people said, if we would have recovered, they would have said it was incomplete. Fine. I don't care. It's 3rd and 15, though. They ain't getting 3rd and 15. I don't think they made a third down of over 7 yards. So they ain't getting third down. So then it's all ball. So either way, it doesn't result in points. Dude. That one hurt. That one hurt me so much.
Hurt.
Now, we talked about this earlier. In big games, when you have an opportunity, when they screw up, you got to capitalize. Dude, we got 2 guys wide, butt naked open. Two. And the thing about it is this guy here, this safety, his shoulders are pointed this way.
Right.
If he catches this, he's got to speed burst out here and try to catch him when he's already running full speed.
Big Dog has said that's our fastest tight end.
Dude, that is
before Cummings or not, but
that's in the basket, man. Look at that. That's in the basket. That's not low. That's not high. That's right at I would say at the bottom part of the 8, maybe. That's in the chest. Look, this is what I want. This guy is still flowing this way. Look at it. He's still going to the sideline.
Oh, yeah, if he catches that, yeah. If he catches that, yeah, he's buying.
No shot.
He's buying.
He's X'd out. This guy's guarding him. If Bates will just turn up the field and go right up that G, he ain't got a chance. The only guy to me that has a chance will be him because he's already flowing that way. But he got a lot of ground to make up. Dude, this is the type of stuff that you can't let go. But I'm going to tell you one thing, and tell me this. Okay, if I'm Will Levis, I play quarterback. I threw this because it's going to come up again. You X'd out next time. I'm throwing to this guy.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough to go back to you, man. We in a dog fight out here.
Right. Next game, we run the same route. So in essence, he's 1 and he's 2. The next time, he's 1. This is 2, and you 3.
Yeah, you ain't get no argument from me. No arguments here, bro. No, sir.
So anybody, this is what, if anybody really watched the game, it's not 30-13 score. It's just not. I know one thing. Georgia didn't have any damn drops.
Yeah.
0.
That's what we could have hoped for.
Now, I want to show this one. This is where the evolution of Will. This Mama Jamma has a delayed blitz linebacker right here. Coming right into his grill. He steps up in the pocket. He trusts his lineman that he might get there, steps up in the pocket in that duress. No one gets to him, and he waits patiently. I've seen the past where he tried to run. He did it in this game, actually. He waits patiently and throws a freaking dart. Dude, that's a dart.
Right.
With somebody in your grill.
That was big time.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Problem here. Again, we're playing man, we're blitzing. There's a lot of problems here, but let's just go with Ty right here. All right. I want to show you something that this is why I say in college football, you have a chance. I think that's Valentine. Valentine is beat. He's toast right now. You know what he does? He jams the receiver, and that's holding, really. But you can hit the receiver. He hits him right there. Know what should have been happening right here? Is Ty should be hitting him. Know what that does? That throws the timing off.
Right.
If he hits Bauer right there, instead of doing that little shuffle like, oh, he's going to run an out route or something, you know a tight end's not going to run an out route. Not in this situation. You go jam him. If he jams him hard and not that little armbar, he goes get a jam. He doesn't catch this. Now, he's in pretty good shape. That's pretty good shape for a DB.
Right.
It's not bad, but what I'm saying, he could have won it earlier. Great throw means great defense anytime. Every time, anytime. Every time, anytime.
And they just capitalized. That's another thing, man. They capitalized whenever they had to.
Right.
On any damn thing. And we had the booty in our hands and didn't freak it. Like we had perfect plays set up.
Right.
And squandered.
Right. Exactly. I want to reiterate. We should have scored 21 points on these guys. that should say. I already said. I put out a tweet that week said the team the first to score what will win the game. I thought it'd be 13. I said on multiple times, if we score 21 points, we win the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We should have scored 21 points or 20. Let's say they blocked the field goal. So 20. I'm like 20 points. We winning this thing. I'm telling you, man, this is this guy getting better, not getting frazzled. He's got stuff happen at his feet. He steps into it. He makes a dart throw, and you freaking drop it. Georgia did not drop balls.
Yeah, that's true.
You cannot drop that, man. And that was third down and long. Dude, this defense ain't used to giving up. This third down and 6. That's a first down, man.
We got to have that and get the ball in midfield.
What's that?
I said you got the ball in midfield too.
Right.
Now we threatening. We gotta have that.
Anthony, tell the people how much the playbook opens up between the 40s. Oh
yeah, you got everything, man. They trying to keep you out of field goal range at this point and all kinds of other stuff, man.
I don't think people understand. Even as a defensive player, there's a big difference calling defenses when the team is on the 35 and then when they're between the 40s. It's totally different because all you need is a first down and a few yards and you in field goal range. When you're on the 35, you need 2 first downs. So it makes a difference, man. That changes the game. Okay, Anthony, I want you to look at this right here. I want you to look at this. This is when I talk about freaking corners, man. I want you to look at that, man. That you play corner for a little bit. He's too freaking high.
What in the
Look, this mamma jamma is looking at the quarterback right now. For what? You beat. You need to run and make up that ground. Dude, he's looking at the quarterback. And when you look at the quarterback, look how much he rounds it off. He's on the 16-yard, he's on the 14-yard line. He ends up on the damn 9-yard line.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible. And you let him get hands on you. And what do you think he was doing when he get hands on you? You ain't get no hands back on him. That's what I'm saying. Right now, he should be shoving him.
Right. Honestly, right now, here's the and you can look, you can ask any back judge. Once the receiver initiates contact, almost anything goes.
Right.
Once he puts his hands on you, you can hold him now to a point. Because now as a defensive back, is he blocking me?
Yeah, that's true.
Once he extends his hands, you can as long as you don't grab jersey and they see a pull, once he touches you, you can touch him back. And my thing is, this is college defensive back 101. College defensive back 101. Maybe not high school. College defensive back. I keep saying this to people. The advantage of playing defensive back is when the ball's in the air, the receiver's got to look back.
Right.
That slows the receiver down. Defensive back doesn't. Take 2 to 3 hard steps without looking at, and you try to close that gap that the receiver has gained because he broke off his route. If he doesn't look back, so now he's high, now he's looking back, now he rounds it. If he didn't look back, he would have put his foot in the ground right there and followed the route of the receiver. This is a 10, 20, 25-yard throw, 20 yards this way. It's like a 30-some yard throw. It's no way you shouldn't be able to knock that down. It's no way. That's piss poor.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Now, Anthony, we have showed this play many times this year already. When Will comes on the boot, he always looking for this guy. And if he ain't open, he don't know what to do. This guy's been open all year. It's been Cummings. It's been Wan'Dale. Guess what he does? He throws a freaking dart.
Yeah, he's evolving. The man is evolving. That's them intermediate. That's when we talk about them intermediate. If you can't go over the top.
Look, this is now I played quarterback and I was coached really well. I coached by a college coach. This is what I want to show you. Look at his footwork. He's rolling to his left. He's right-handed. Look at that footwork. He squares himself up. Right now, look, his foot is pointed to where he's throwing it.
Right.
It's the mechanics that has improved. That's why he's more accurate. That's why I feel good about him. Here's your play, Anthony. We ran this play like maybe a series earlier or a few plays earlier. Look at this, dude. Look at that man. He's about to take him with him. From this view, it looks even better, right? From the all-22, it looks even better because now you see everybody. There's no eyes over here at all.
Right.
Look at these 3 guys. They looking over here. They trying to stop quarterback. Look at them. Oh, shit. Now it's too late. If you catch that, you got a guy who's about to wall this off.
Oh, they can't do nothing with that. If he catches it, they can't do nothing with it.
It's
nothing with it. I mean, if that guy ain't blocked.
Now, this Mama Jamma plays that to perfection, though. He knows right now he's in trouble. Now, here is the part. I would like to get an offensive lineman on because I don't know if offensive linemen read this. You're on the line of scrimmage. You feel blitz. You know right now that this corner is gone. He's X'd out. You see Fortner, he gets out here, he's looking for him. He ain't gonna be there because he's gone.
Right.
He should be looking inside right now anyway, because the corner, there's no one out there. If he's a center, I think they will look out here. There's no one out there. There's no one out there for you to get. Look inside quicker. Because I think that's Cox that's coming out. I think Cox has no real chance if he doesn't get help from here, because that's a linebacker. He's pretty fast. But if Fortner would have looked inside right now, I think we get that block. Because a one-on-one with a linebacker out in space isn't that easy. And he made the tackle, dude. He made the tackle too.
Had to make it.
He not only did he beat it, he made the tackle too.
Oh man.
I hear a lot of people saying that Ruffalo kicks the ball low. I don't care if Ruffalo was Vinatieri.
Right.
Look where he is. He is 1, 2, 3 yards away from the ball. That's blocked. Period.
That was some of the most idiotic stuff I heard people saying. He's kicking the ball too low. I don't care if he is getting through there. I'm with you. First of all, that's like shooting a 3-pointer and you just shooting that joker a teardrop.
Right.
Like you just automatically, you ain't got no control over it for one if you just going straight up in the air. But man, you just got to give them dudes credit, man, on that. I don't know what the solution is.
First of all, the ball is going to come off at about 45-degree angle anyway. So if this is the ground, it's going to come off about right there anyway. Look who's in the look whose hand is in that angle. It ain't going. You can't kick a ball like this and expect it to go. Look, the height of the ball is going to be probably right over the goal line on this distance. It's probably going to be right there. So now, could he have kicked it potentially like maybe? Oops, I'm sorry. Maybe right here, maybe.
Yeah,
but not really. That's stupid. That ball was. I don't care who was kicking it. It was going to be blocked. Now, my question is this the center after he's snapping it? After you see their line, they're overloading this side of the line of scrimmage. You're asking a guard to block 2 people coming through his gap. You're asking a lot of them. That center's got to snap it and then give him at least a little bit of assistance. That's what I think.
Like all he's doing is posting. Like all he's really supposed to do is post, but man, a post ain't gonna do none of them big jokers.
Do you got 340 and 3 something? You got 600 some pounds on you now. That's easier said than done. This is that second wheel route. This is a tough one, but look, we're playing man again. We're playing man free. We're expecting this linebacker to potentially play run because they go zone read and then cover this guy because Weaver's got him. He's got his hands on him. Now you
kept outside leverage anyways on him though. Once you felt him trying to lose you, hey, wouldn't that have been a cue?
Well,
like right now when he's swiping his arms.
Yes.
But he should have been still trying to keep outside leverage because it's 2 dudes inside of him. Shouldn't he have still been skating to the outside?
Yes, he's trying. Like right now, you see how he's kind of swiveling his hips outside.
Yeah,
he's trying. But he got his hand. The tight end got that outside arm right there.
Yeah. That's it.
He got that outside arm, and then he pushed it in. And look, here's the thing: it's not that he didn't know he had him, because he right now is running. Help! Right. That's what he wants to hear. It wasn't like he was like, oh, I don't have him. No, he realized right now that that's shit. He's going out in the route. They made a play.
Oh, though, come on, man. Yeah, threw the damn ball 5 seconds early.
This is the last one. This is the route I want to show you. First of all, great route. To me, it starts even with the damn call. I like this stack. So we stack them. We got him. Get a good move. He throws a freaking dart. Now, why did Wandale fall down? Right?
Yeah.
He's in a tight window, but that ball is perfect. It's in his eyes. It's not out in front. That's on him.
Yeah.
Now, look, if he catches it, ain't nobody back there.
You're right. I think you should feel that. If you
That's,
take a glimpse before the ball is coming, you take a glimpse up the field to see what's going on. I think you still know that you got a quick second to catch that and get it and turn it up.
well, here's the thing. You know you got a quick second. You know why? Because of the route combination.
Right.
You know
right,
they're playing single high safety. That safety is going to take this one.
right.
It's right in his face. He has to. Unless they're bracketing with you. That's the only way that you would think he would come at you. But you know, you got these two routes, these double posts right behind each other. They taking this one. All you got to do. That's why this guy threw it. Because he knew he had you, because you knew he was going to drive this one. Because you're trying to read that as a safety. As a safety, you really think he's throwing it here. Because everything is pointing right down the middle of the field. See that? You think I'm driving this one.
Right.
Because this one is delayed. If he catch this thing.
He said he called a hell of a game.
Dude.
He called a hell of a game. We let the coaches down, man.
Yeah, man.
You got the perfect call. It's like if you run a Philly special and it don't work. Like, man, when you call it, shoot, you know you gotta capitalize on it. We called it for a reason.
Right.
So yeah, so we got what we need, man. And we ain't gonna have a game of this magnitude anymore. So we done been on the big stage. So now, really, like you said, off the rip, now really all you can do is just bring it on in, reel it on in, man. 11-0. I'm 11-1.
We ain't never gonna face a deep dude. We ain't gonna face another defense that big and fast and that sound this year at all.
Yeah.
We should put up 30 plus points for the rest of this season.
Yeah.
And not blink about it. We should easily put up 4 tutties a game. Easily.
Yeah.
If we execute. So
especially if we coming out hungry. If we coming out hungry and angry, and if I'm the coaching staff, I don't really know the climate with these guys, but if you try and shoot for that 11-1 and trying to, make it muddy up the waters for the playoff picture, man, I'm playing for that now, man. Like, you got to think, put it like this. If we want to get to that next level, when Alabama loses in the middle of the season, they don't mail it in.
No.
Nah, they like, well, shit, we know what we got to do to get to the playoff. We in that same damn position. We in the same damn position.
Now, don't let Georgia lose to Florida now.
Yeah, and I told them it's possible. Georgia always going Georgia. I always expect Georgia.
If they lose to Georgia, you never know what might happen out there. Because these kids are all going for national championship or bust. Their thing is, if we don't want to use that next week, might be even worse. Because they'd be like, oh, shit, we can't win the championship.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. We there, man. There's opportunities there as we showed on here, man. There's opportunities there. Plenty of them. And we, like I said, Will is coming along. We're gonna get a bunch of guys off the injured reserve. Liam he knows his personnel from the stuff he's calling. With the exception of him lying and C-Rod up in there at the split, at the wide out. But he knows his personnel. He getting Jatan in the rotation a whole heap of a lot. So
And I like to see Donut in that thing too.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't get that. Like that one where they had C-Rod lined up in the, and I don't know why you don't have, like you said, Donut or Jatan out there.
Dude, we should run when we go 21 or 22 or 23, whichever 22 back formation we go into. Those two backs should be Jatan and Donut every time. Should not be no Smoke, should not be no C-Rod. And those two backs, when you go two back set, split back in the shotgun, should be those two boys and those two boys alone.
Especially on 3rd and 10. I love it. You blitz. If you don't blitz, so let's get these routes going.
And then and then the defensive player, I don't know who's gonna get the screen.
Yeah.
They both can get it.
Yeah, man, we got some good problems to have, man. I just hate we left that on the table. But I'm with you. Even with a great game, it's maybe a little bit closer.
It's closer.
But they probably are the better team.
Yeah.
But with the way we played and what we left on the table, it should be no doubt going to this week that, hey, man, they need to wake up every day feeling the cheesiest.
What, Coach?
Coach, I woke up feeling the cheesiest, Coach.
Hey, look. Honestly, we should beat every team from now on by 10 points or more.
Yeah.
The floor should be 10 points.
Yeah. We got everything clicking. We ready for it.
Defense have to play like they've been playing because that game was not good for them.
We are ready for it. Yeah, man. So, man, we come to the end.
Yeah.
Us East Coast people, we knocking on 11 o'clock, man. We had to bring to you. We had to get anybody at the bridge or on the cliff. We had to bring that film room to y'all to let you understand. Look, man, we got a team. Damn good team.
Damn good team.
So, hey, don't jump off the bandwagon, because if you do, there are people waiting to take that seat to get your ass up.
Hey, what's the thing that's
Gosa? What's up, Gosa?
There's no re-entry.
Huh?
There's no re-entry on the bandwagon.
Nah, man. Yeah, once you get off, man, we taking your pass.
Yeah.
We taking your pass.
For real.
Yeah, man. So we gonna slide on up out of here as usual, man. Slide on over to YouTube, man. We making a whole lot of progress over there, and it's all due to you guys. We appreciate it. Slide over to YouTube, like, subscribe, share. We got some things up our sleeve, man. Trying to bring a little bit more notoriety and introduce ourselves to some new audiences. Here we go, Louis, with the late questions.
No,
Who said
that? I don't think our offense has done enough yet.
Oh, you mean going for somebody to take it?
Yeah, I don't think our offense has done enough this year to raise up the antennas of any other team. Now we're getting better, but this is not Joe Brady taking the LSU team that's scoring 50 freaking points a game pretty much. That raises antennas, and having a quarterback like Joe Burrow putting didn't he throw for almost 5,000 yards passing? We ain't got that. We ain't close to that. So I don't see him leaving. I'm gonna say this. This is a hot take. If that Mama Jamma stays here 3 years, I don't think he leaves.
That's an extremely hot take.
If he stays here 3 years, I don't think he leaves Las Vegas, because there ain't gonna be a better. Listen to me. There ain't gonna be a better opportunity if we keep doing what we're doing. It ain't gonna be a better opportunity. He's gonna hold off until he gets a great option. Because the one thing you want to go to some booty ass college or some booty ass pro team to become a head coach, offensive coordinator, you ain't got no talent around it. Then when he builds this program up, he can wait until he gets something special.
At the rate Dan Mullen's going, he may need somebody that caliber, or he might be gone, and whoever comes in there may need somebody that caliber.
There's too many other options. I think it's all about relationships. I think his relationships are more in the NFL than they are in college. So I think he leaves more for an NFL OC job than he leaves for a college OC job.
Yeah, I can buy that. I'll buy that.
So I don't see the NFL coming after him after this season. But if he has another season like this, they coming. And like I said, if he stays, if he doesn't go out the next year, he might look. I'm gonna tell you. I'm sorry, man. This last one. I promise you, the wives of these coaches, when they come to Lexington and they have kids, they love it, and they tell these coaches that they. Okay, go ahead.
All the coaches that's come to Lexington's got divorced.
Head coaches. Offensive coordinators too? Really?
I don't know if there's a coach on the staff besides Stu that came with the same wife and has the same wife.
No, you kidding me? Seriously?
It's bad. It's bad like that, man. It's bad like that. I ain't gonna start naming nobody because this ain't that type of show, man.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But you do have a great point.
Wow.
You do have a great point, man. I'm gonna go one word answer before we go out of here.
Yeah.
Because I know Sanchez is gonna ask me tomorrow. Does Stoops stay if we go 11-1?
Yes. He ain't going nowhere. They ain't his dream job ain't gonna ever open, probably. No, he can get whatever he wants here. I don't see he built something too special here to start all over. I just don't see it.
All right. And that's it. Hop on over to YouTube, like, subscribe, follow, share, and rewatch if you feel necessary. And we'll be back on game week next week. I'll holler at you next week.
All right, man. Have a good weekend.